This episode is brought to you by PayPal. You had plans for the last days of summer. And back-to-school shopping has its own plans. School supplies, dorm essentials, your list doesn't stop. Neither does the spending. But when you pay in full with PayPal, you can pay over time. No interest, no fees. Check out with PayPal and get back to summer. Subject to approval. Learn more at paypal.com/payinfor. PayPal Inc. NMLS 910457.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Whether it's hot yoga, over 100-degree weather, or too much sun. Gator Light, with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes, was scientifically designed to help move fluids into the body faster for rapid rehydration. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gator Light hydrates faster than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
This episode is brought to you by Facebook. So you were scrolling on Marketplace, and there it was, the bike you'd been searching for. You sent a message, and it turned out the seller was super chatty, kind of funny, and an avid cyclist. The next thing you know, you're in a cycling crew. Well, a community cycling group. The thing about Facebook, you might find more than what you're looking for. From a browse to a bike ride, this summer find more on Facebook.
From the Fifth Quarter Studios in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to Coach Unplugged. And now, your host, Steve Collins.
Hey everybody, welcome to Coach Unplugged. I'm so happy you decided to join us. Before we get started today, I'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsors. First of all, Dr. Dish, the #1 shoe machine on the market. I've said this multiple times. We own 3 of them. I want a 4th and a 5th. My AAD's listening to me, but they're so great. They work so well. They're so easy to set up. I think my record is 37 seconds or 32 seconds to set it up. But mention Coach Unplugged, they'll give you $450 off. Mention Coach Collins, they'll take really good care of you. And also go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It is the one-stop shop for basketball coaches. It's everything you need from a nationally ranked. We won 3 state titles. I think we were just talking recently. We've won over 460 games in our program and lost 130 over the last 20 years. And I think we know the secret sauce to be successful, the roadmap, what it takes on and off the court. So go over and check it out and enjoy the podcast. Bye.
All right, go ahead. Shoot away, Coach.
All right. So my first thing is, I think one of the areas where I'm not as good of a teacher, or maybe I need your clarification.
Okay.
So I can teach defense. I can do a lot of things, skill development. I can teach some but what running offense in all my years of coaching, when I've been a head coach, I feel like the guys end up playing freely, pick and roll, set a screen. They're just kind of the things we talk about.
Okay.
Pass, screen away.
Yep.
Pass and cut.
Yep.
But no one's really running the pattern that we kind of discuss. And so I'm like,
what aren't they doing? That's my question. Like, is it the spacing? Is it what aren't they doing that you want them to do?
I want to see kind of I've tried to do a pattern before. I know this was a problem. We tried to do that 5-out open post that the guy Pettigrew from your state.
Yep.
I tried to have them do that. They couldn't. I mean, run Iowa. I think you've seen that tape.
Yep.
Run Iowa, run revolve. It comes to the game time. I need your help in terms of next season. If when we find an offense that we like, whatever it is, and I'm looking at I'm a regular subscriber to your coaching.
Yep.
I'm starting to get into your classes, and I'm going to start looking at –
so go through the one picking an offense, because that's going to be the key. Yeah, you got to figure out what you need.
I started doing that.
Okay.
But what do I need to do to get these guys – how much time do I need to spend so these guys actually go through the offense rather than – I just feel like they're free. I mean, we score, we're okay, but I feel like we don't look – like some teams, you just see them and they're running a pattern. They're running an offense. They're doing something. They're back screening. You see this pattern. I just can't get my teams to do that. And I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong.
Yep. So I think you got to simplify, first of all. That's what I have found when we run read and react. We used to run a structured offense like fist or swing or flex. We used to run that, and then we ran the triangle, and then we ran some motion, and then we're running some read and react. So what you have to do is pick a couple things that you want to get really good at. And those are the ones you got to pound in, especially if you're running like a non-structured offense. I personally believe the game has moved away from the structured offense to the non-one, just because I think scouting has blown up so much that I'm going to know if you're running a structured offense like the swing or flex or something like that. I can stop you because I'll have so much film and I'll be able to. So that's why I think the motion free offense per se is a little bit better way to go. So the offenses that you see, they're not running a structured like you cut here, you cut here, you cut there. They're just doing things really well, like back screening or curling or those kind of things, correct?
Yeah. But no, sometimes it looks like it's a pattern. They're doing the back screen, but within a pattern, or they're doing – I mean, some of these teams look really good, and I get it. I'm like, honestly, I'm a little jealous. I'm like, how come my guys aren't doing that?
Right.
I mean –
So the back screen's a really hard thing to if they do that consistently, that's a very hard thing to teach. But so I think you got to go through the course about picking an offense, and then I think what you have to do is figure out what 2 or 3 things they will cut to the basket. That is, and you don't even have to teach them to cut to the basket, like pass and cut. That's an easy thing. But what do you want to get really good at? Do you want to get good at ball screens? Do you want to get good at filling your 5 spots? Do you want to get good at back? Those are the things. And then you got to start breaking drills down 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 4-on-4 with those specific things. Because we'll actually do a practice where we'll run our offense, and the only way you can reverse the ball is if it's off a back screen. So they basically, all they're doing is setting back screens. And then we'll add so it's like building like a cake. You do the bot, or building a house, maybe is a better analogy. You basically pour the foundation, cutting the basket 5 spots, whatever it is. Then the next step is the first floor. Well, what do you want to get good at next? All right, well, you can cut or you can ball screen, and that's it. And then you just keep working that until it's literally they don't even think about it. And then you add the next layer, and then you add the next layer. You get to 2 or 3 layers that are really good at high school level, you're going to be a really good team because you're going to have spacing. You're going to have kids that can create. You're going to don't try to do too many things well is what I'm basically telling you. I think you're probably running it. I mean, and I'll do what I did for another coach. If you want to send me some film and then we come back in a couple of weeks, give me some time to watch it, then we can talk about your offense. I'd love to do that. I did that with another Teach Hoops member.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
send me some tape.
I'm on Huddle.
Yep. Yep. So I'll have you share it with me. And then I'll give me like a week to watch it. And then Jake, who does my high school hoops podcast, him and I will both watch it, and we'll come back and go through it with you. That's much better than I can sit and talk about philosophical stuff, but when I see it, then I will like, ooh, you're not doing this. Yeah. A lot of spacing. And it was great. We were able to help Mark in 10 minutes. He's still talking. It's like, oh, it's so great. Cause we were able to look at his film from last year. Cause he's got a lot of guys coming back. And most teams are pretty similar. So we'll do that. I'll write myself a note. And then you send me I'll send
you the Huddle. Yeah.
Yeah. And tell me what to watch. Like, first of all, you got to tell me which team you are. And then, which color jerseys you're wearing. And then tell me, and then just send like a game or 2 of things that you want, what do you want me to look at? Yeah. Critique.
Yeah.
What do you want me to look at? Offense, defense, out of bounds plays, whatever.
Maybe the last 2 games of the season might be good.
Okay.
Or how about this? We won the last 2 games. How about I send you one where we won and one where we lost?
Okay. So did your season just end because of COVID?
Our season ended on schedule, like right before Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Right on schedule.
Right.
And
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Send me that, and then I can help you. That would be better. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. That was okay. Off that question.
Yep.
Do you have, if I just stick with your website, will I find the offense that I need?
Yes, I think so. And if not,
I don't
can
need to
help
go.
you.
I don't need to go to Championship Productions and find an offense videotape from there.
Go through the course on Teach Hoops, and that might move you toward maybe you want to run something like, I don't know, read and react. Maybe you want to run a motion. Maybe you want to run a triangle. Then you and I can talk. But do the course, answer all the questions to yourself first to figure out what kind of team you have coming back, what you want to do, and then I can send you in the right spot. If you need to go get something else, I can help you do that.
But you have in your website, you have that too, I believe.
I do. I have that stuff, but I'm just saying I don't have everything, and if I don't have it, I want to help you make sure you get everything you need.
Yeah, got you.
But go through. The thing is, why I like the course on picking an offense is it just starts making you think about it. I actually go through it every year myself. Like I have a different team coming back next year. Hopefully, we get to play. And then, so I'm trying to think about how my team is going to be different. I don't have a real true center next year. So do I have to tweak stuff? So I do that kind of every year. Like, okay, do I have to, do different things for my team offensively? And then are you going to stay same defensively?
Yeah. You know what? And you know what I started doing? I started with your podcast.
Okay.
From your very first podcast. I've gone through 10 of them.
Okay.
And like, maybe tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to go 10 through 20. I'm going to catch up to number 500 and whatever you're on. But
leave a review. Leave a review. We love the reviews. Leave a review.
I think I already did one.
Okay. If you did, good. We love the reviews. Good.
When I first talked to you. So then the other thing off. Yes, I'm going to run pretty much. I think I was already doing kind of what you were doing. And 70% man, 78% man. I think you're like in the 70s and the other.
70.
Yeah,
30,
I like
probably,
that
yep.
zone. Yeah. So okay. Here's one of my biggest questions that I've been meaning to ask you is I'm just looking at let's see how we're doing on time. Okay, we're good. So a way to connect better with my guy. I'm feeling like I'm not connecting as much with my guys, and I don't know. Feel like I'm giving a lot.
Right.
I mean, they don't ever pay for anything.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
I take them out of town to tournaments. They never pay anything. I never ask the parents for a penny. I've been there 2 years. No one has ever paid a penny. This is coming out of my pocket or some of the little fundraising that we do.
Right. It's community service is the way I look at it.
Yes.
So here's what I would say with connecting with them is you got to meet them where they are. If you're talking about the players. So that means you got to get a Snapchat.
I don't do that. See, I need your help with that.
You got to get any of that stuff. You got to get a Snapchat. I was fighting Snapchat hard, but that's basically how I communicate with them now, real quick. But it's quick communication. Snapchat is like a quick video, a quick chat, boom, it goes out, and they always check that. Yeah, that Instagram and TikTok are probably the three places they are. So you got to basically find a way to get on those. I just went on TikTok. I just started on TikTok now that the quarantine happened. And I'm just basically making fun of myself, like, and they think it's funny. They're hilarious. They all follow me. I also do life lessons in my class. So that's one of the reasons I started TikTok, because I still want to do my life lessons. But that's where you got to, they will think it's funny. They will make fun of you, quote unquote, hey, I'm starting a Snapchat, blah, blah, blah. And then you do like funny one that's where you got to connect with them. It's harder right now because I haven't seen my guys in a month. Physically haven't seen them in a month.
Right.
So the only way I'm kind of connecting is kind of that back and forth with that. Zoom calls and all this. This is different than if you and I were sitting in a room, having a beer talking. This is different. It's not the same.
Right. Right.
So it's close. It's good, but it's not the same. So that's where I would try to connect with them. That's my thought. I was just starting to, me and another guy were just starting to plan kind of like a retreat, try to get like 20 coaches together, and we'd sit for the whole weekend and talk hoops, blah, blah, blah. Because I think there's a difference between the Zoom stuff and actually sitting and just immersing yourself. You probably do that in your field. Like you go away to something and you just immerse. And I was thinking something really small. We just sit and we talk hoops the whole weekend and we just brain dump. Because I love that stuff and it's like makes me better. But I just never got to it. And then the world ended basically. So
Right.
now it's going to be a year before I probably can even think about it again. But anyway, so yeah, that's how I think. I think that's where you got to meet them. You got to meet them where they are, basically.
Got it. Okay. All right.
And I can help you set up a Snapchat. It's not that hard, but I don't have a Snapchat. I have a Snapchat just for me, my mom, my wife, and my kids, but I don't have anything with them. Yes. And what they did is like my son was on my team this year. So he started a group one and it said Snapchat basketball with coach. And they highlighted it. And because they have one without me, which is great. I don't even want to know what's on the one without me. But they had one with just me. So that was the way I communicated with them. So you could have one of the guys, you could get them on a Zoom call and say, hey, one of the guys you trust and say, hey, I'm gonna set up the Snapchat. Help me do this. Blah, blah, blah. And they'll feel like they're walking grandpa through the woods holding his hand, which is good. That's good. You know? And it's the same with TikTok. It was like, you know, I started my first one literally the week I think they shut school down. And, you know, my first one was I'm TikToking, TikTok, you know, and they thought it was hilarious because I don't know what TikTok is. And now I kind of know what it is. But anyway, so do that. Now they'll think that's really cool. They'll think that's cool.
Okay.
Like I'm an old fart. I'm 50 something. You know, they think the old farts getting on TikTok. It's pretty funny. So,
but I'm 55, man. Yeah. So there. but yeah, no. So okay, is that something? So you're saying basically contact one of the guys that I trust a lot, and
yes,
and say, have him set up a Snapchat or
you have a Snapchat. He can set up a Snapchat group with all the guys. And he can, and it will basically, I got to look at mine. I'm going to grab mine right now. So mine says, it says, I had one for volleyball when I was coaching volleyball. It says varsity basketball 2020 with Coach Collins. So he could set one of those up. So every time I communicate, I don't go even one-on-one with the kids. I just do it in that group one. Like, hey, how you guys doing? Blah, blah, blah. I'm walking my dogs, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And then they'll snap back or I'll make a funny video of me cooking dinner. And they'll send it off and they'll write comments back and whatever. But they know that that's the one with me. So when they're communicating, it's not with their friends. It's not, and he can help you set that up. And then he'll invite everybody in that group. It's like a subgroup. And then TikTok, you could just set up a TikTok that, you know, TikToks are 15 seconds or 60 seconds and they're just videos and they'll think it's funny. But,
yeah, I kind of started looking at that recently because of my kids. But
yeah,
okay, that's a good idea. All right, here's another one. I think we have a few minutes left.
We do.
Hold on. Okay, so the other question I had is, I think from what I've learned is, as you described, less is more. Okay, so but here's my question. In terms of pressing, and I heard one of your podcasts, you pressed a lot, and I want to press more than I did this year.
I did. My question, I pressed a lot. I used to. When you're better, press is kind of my theory. When you're better, press. Like we pressed a little bit this year. We did more in the half court. There's the cost benefit, right? Like when you're really good, pressing is the way to go, or pressure is the way to go. It's the law of large numbers. You want more possessions, right? So you got to pick your. And you probably have listened to my podcast enough that, you know, I believe change is sometimes going from press to not press is good too. But you're going to be athletic enough and you feel like you can pressure to do that.
This episode is brought to you by PayPal. You had plans for the last days of summer. And back to school shopping has its own plans. School supplies, dorm essentials, your list doesn't stop. Neither does the spending. But when you pay in full with PayPal, you can pay over time. No interest, no fees. Check out with PayPal and get back to summer. Subject to approval. Learn more at paypal.com/payinfor. PayPal Inc. NMLS 910457.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy. You might be dehydrated. Gatorade Zero powders have been scientifically designed to help improve hydration balance in the body. With a clinically proven electrolyte blend and no artificial colors or flavors. Great tasting hydration no matter where you're going. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade, hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
I don't know. I think I have some athletes. I do have. It depends what team I have coming back.
Right.
Generally speaking, I have a few. I'm not real deep, but I'm just. I have a friend who's won a lot, and he's always like, "Dude, you need to press more. You need to press." His pressure.
And they'll buy into it. It's an easy sell. It's like telling kids that they can go and pick some candy out of the candy store. Pressing's an easy sell. It's not a hard sell at all.
Okay, but here's the question. Do I have more than one zone press? Do I have 2 zone presses? Do I do more than just a straight up man-to-man? Do I do man and jump, jump, what is it called?
A run and jump.
Run and jump.
Yep.
What do I do?
Are you thinking just full court, no half court?
Okay, so last year we did a 2-2-1 press.
Okay.
That worked. It won us games.
Okay.
And I did a 1-2-1-1. I had a 1-2-1-1 in my pocket and a 2-2-1. But we ended up, like, for part of the season we did that, and we felt like it wasn't working so well. So then we went to a 2-2-1. We had a straight up man-to-man. We never really got to the run and jump because I think like I said, I don't think we had enough time. We didn't put it in. Our guys weren't real familiar.
Yeah, it's a hard one to run. Yep.
So what would be your advice in terms of next year? Do I pick 2 and go with it?
Well, the hard thing is you can do that.
Zone? Do I do 2-man, 2 zones?
I think you get as good. I think here's what I tell coaches. You get as good at teaching as many as you can, because you might think the 2-2-1 is great for your team next year, and then you put it in and it looks horrible. So you have to get good at a 1-3-1 and a run and jump. You have to get you have to have as much in the tool box as you can. And then when the season comes, you just start pulling and seeing how it looks. Because until you really get them out there, you're not going to know. I would try to get something that can convert to full court to half court. Like, you can extend a 1-3-1 and run in 3/4 court and then run at half court. You can run, like a 1-2-2 into a 3-2 kind of trapping zone. So I think you want to think about, because those are both similar in the drop.
Right. Yeah.
But then sometimes you're going full court, sometimes you're going half court, sometimes you're playing straight man. Because high school kids don't adjust well to change. So when a team's making a run at you, if you can just change up just a little bit, it's so good as far as conversion. Like I've said this recently on my podcast, because we've been doing a lot of tracking recently. When someone's scoring on us 2 or 3 possessions in a row, we'll change up, because I'm just trying to get them out of rhythm. You know how teams get in rhythms? I'm trying to break your rhythm. It's like a shooter. A shooter hits a couple. They better not hit the third 3, or they better, you better foul them and lay them out, kind of thing. So don't let them get into rhythm. Well, that's where I think you want more things in your arsenal where, maybe we were running the 2-2-1 full court, but now they're starting to break it. All right, we'll fall back into the half court 2-2-1 where we trap a little bit differently. So I think you want to get as good you want to get good at a lot of different things, and then have 3 or 4 things that you're thinking of trying, because who knows what the team's going to look like actually when that first day. So you want to have as many things as you can to pull from, I think.
Do you ever go from a zone? Do you ever do like a zone full court press and just go back into man?
Yes.
Do you ever do that?
Yes. That's all talking. The key to that is you better have a team that can talk, because you might not end up on your guy right away and have to switch it back when they kind of run by each other.
Yeah.
So I will do that. I will do make miss. Like if we make, we're in this, we miss, we're in this.
Right.
But, so usually it's a miss, we're back into man. A make, we're probably in a zone, some sort of zone.
Full court.
Full court. Because on a miss, even half court, but it doesn't matter. But make miss, we'll do make miss. I've had maybe 3 teams that could do left, right side of the court. where a team will bring it up, and if they pass it to the right side of the court, we're in one thing, and they pass it to the left side of the court. Yeah, that freaks teams out because they never know what you're going to be in. But that, again, takes practice. It's like, how good are you? What can you do? Make miss is an easy enough thing to do, especially if you started early in the season, that it really throws teams off because they're just not sure what you're doing. Are we in man? Are we in zone? Are we in man? Are we in zone? Kind of thing. So that's why I try to go that make miss on a man and a zone change up. You can be pressure, not pressure, but and again,
let me ask you that. Keep it simple. Yeah.
Yes,
but
yes,
what you
baby.
just described is complicated, Coach.
It is.
That's
make miss is not that complicated. It really is.
Make miss is not. But right side, left side,
that's a whole different level.
That's a high IQ.
One of the guys is in the NBA that I used to run that with. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. So here's the other last question. Is it's not even related. It's just, when I was emailing with you, you invited me to a group coaches meet Zoom. And my question is this, like, I really like this. You're answering my questions, the things that I'm concerned about. Mm-hmm. But is there a benefit to joining your office hours Zoom?
If you want, office hours tends to be just drop in. Like sometimes Jake usually comes with me. Sometimes people come to office hours and there's no one there, and that's fine. Then we just go away. Sometimes 3 or 4 people show up. It just kind of depends. I don't mind doing this. It's just figuring our 2 schedules, especially because we're in different time zones.
Got it.
But I don't care. I mean, this is as good for me as office hours. I just do office hours because people are asking, and it's like, hey, let's meet a week from Tuesday. If you want to come. If you don't, so it's more of a drop in. I try to think of the college kind of theory, office hours.
Yeah.
Come in.
Remember that.
That's what I'm doing right now with my high school. Like, I was just writing down my office hours because we're online now and we're virtual. Yeah. So a couple days a week, I just have office hours, and whichever kids show up, I'll help them with their stats and then whatever we're doing. So,
do you find it's beneficial to have a group of coaches talking on Zoom? Do you ever find that helps?
I do. They tend to ask me more than I like, which is fine. I mean, that's fine.
You're the guru, man. You're the guru.
I'm not the guru, but I'm more than willing. I'm more than willing to help. But that's why I was thinking about the retreat. It's like, if we all got in a room, I think the dynamic would change a little bit, where we could all kind of share. Because that's the thing, is we all have. I've said this on my podcast. I'm the coach I am because of I was an assistant coach under all these great coaches, and I took pieces of all of them. Coaches are thieves, basically. We all steal stuff that we like from other coaches. That's what we do,
Right.
So that's what. So the group thing's different. If you want to come. I mean, you can always check it out. Sometimes it'll be just you, Jake, and I. It just depends.
When are your office hours?
I haven't done any this week. I literally just started it. So about every other week on Facebook, I'll post them on the top of Facebook.
Okay. All right, man. I know you have another meeting, so I really appreciate your time.
No problem. Anytime. So and stay safe. Stay healthy. Don't get sick. Yeah. We need our doctors healthy.
I'll be sending you my videos. No worries, man. You stay safe too. Okay?
I will.
Please.
I will. Send me the videos, and then we'll take a look, and we'll set up a one-on-one call with it.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Yep. No problem. Talk to you soon. Bye. Hey, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. If you love it and you want to support us, go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. 14-day free trial as we talk. Subscribe, jump up and down, do whatever you got to do. Those Apple podcasts mean a lot to us. I read every one of them. Have a great day.